The following is an exclusive sports presentation of KRDR Classic Hits 105.7 FM, a member of the Blue Sky Media Radio Network.
Well, a good evening to you, Ranger Nation, as we welcome you live here inside Purcell Fieldhouse on the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University for tonight's Great American Conference volleyball matchup, which features the visitors from Ada, Oklahoma, the East Central Tigers, and your Northwestern Rangers. As that's the opening game of Great American Conference play tonight for the Northwestern Ranger volleyball team. Hello, everybody. I'm Dustin Goodnow, as always, joined by my color commentator and partner, Olivia Andell. We look forward to bringing you coverage of Ranger volleyball here tonight, opening night in the Great American Conference. We'll take an opening timeout, come back with our pregame show, which begins right after this. It's Ranger volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company prides itself on supporting our customers. For over 100 years, we've been part of this community. We invite you to stop by and learn more about the qualities that we display, like community involvement and great customer service.
Call, stop by, or visit www.alvastatebank.com to open an account and let us show you what family banking is all about. We are big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Ring in the new year with great specials from your friends at Holder Drug, your local pharmacy in Alva. Their soda fountain is still serving up some of your favorite foods and treats. Grab one of their famous sandwiches, the Jimmy Ray or the Mary Nail. New merchandise is also being stocked daily. Flu, pneumonia, and shingles shots are available at your convenience as well. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 5 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back here inside Purcell Fieldhouse as we are in our pregame show. Time to bring in my partner for tonight, Livy Andell. Liv, good to be back here with you again on the sidelines for another season of Ranger volleyball.
I know. It's been, over 400 days, I think, since we have done our last final broadcast in Hot Springs?
You have to go all the way back, yes, to Hot Springs, Arkansas, the last time you and I were calling Ranger volleyball against Harding. It was in the semifinals. We thought we were going to be another night in Hot Springs and playing for our first conference title in Division II, but it was not to be. We wound up losing it 5-3.
Yeah, very heartbreaking loss for sure, definitely. That ride home was a long one after that. We just kind of sat in silence and complete shock that had even just happened, being up 2-0, and we kind of were handed that last 3 sets. They just kind of came out, Harding did, and really just kind of gave it to us. But new year, new start, new players. I'm really excited to see what this team really brings after watching them on Saturday for that opening match. I'm really, really excited. This team is extremely talented.
It is, and again, they opened up with a win on Saturday over Friends University, a KCAC school out of the NAI. Northwestern, again, a season ago, had a program record for wins. They won 23. And again, a couple of replacements, obviously Caitlin Robinson, you got to replace with Kiana Clark, Jennifer Eubanks. They bring back Katie Honeycutt, Sydney Miller, of course, as well, who was third in the GAC and Diggs per set. But they've added some pretty new big pieces to this team, and you got to see a lot of those on display on Saturday.
Yeah, most definitely. Some of the ones who really stuck out to me, obviously Avery Osberg having some pretty big shoes to fill with Caitlin Robinson, but man, she is really, really good. And not to mention, she has a wicked serve on top of that as well.
I know you've seen Raven Burns, another player, yes. Carme Jones. So he went out and I don't want to say he just replaced him because you don't want to forget about those players from last year, but he did a good job of, I guess you could say, reloading.
Yeah, most definitely. Raven Burns, a transfer coming in, she really lit them up. I know her stats didn't really show it too much from the game on Saturday, but man, she's an extremely talented player. And then Carme Jones, a freshman, start in the starting lineup, and she's just athletic. She really is just one of the most athletic individuals we probably have seen on this court for our volleyball team.
Well, I'm looking forward to another season of Ranger volleyball. A little bit different. I'm actually okay with the view from where we're at. I think we can see a little bit better. As we're in the stands with being able to sit on the bleachers with the table in front of us.
Yeah, most definitely. We're not having balls just come flying at us either. So that's kind of nice. The mask, I'm a little worried. No one can hear me, but hopefully, I sound loud and clear. So.
Yeah, and again, that's one thing we saw on Saturday. Both teams will be playing in face coverings and masks.
Yes.
So, and I'm sure that's a little bit different, which I'm sure we'll talk about that with Coach Abishon after this one. Again, ends here tonight. As again, Northwestern set to take on East Central here this evening as we look forward to this. On Saturday, Katie Honeycutt led the team with 4 kills. Kate Dieterding had 10 as well. You talked about it. Carme Jones had 2. Raven Burns with 5. So pretty good start in their first matchup. Really spread it out. Courtney Russell had 5 kills along with Madison Dellinger as well. And I know Northwestern had a ton of blocks in that game as well on Saturday.
Yeah, most definitely. And Friends just, they were a great game for Northwestern to go ahead and get their feet under them, get their first match out of the way. They really just did not stand a chance. Northwestern just really kind of came out and took care of business right off the bat.
Well, that's what you have to do. We look at, again, against the match at Friends, they won set 1 25-14, set 2 25-16, and, of course, they won set 3 25-20. Northwestern had a total of 41 kills, just 19 for Friends University, 20 errors and 117 total attacks. I figure Coach Abishon probably would like to see that total attack percentage a little bit higher. But, again, for first game, again, typically playing in the fall, now playing in the spring with all this time off, he's probably going to live with that.
Well, and the other thing, too, is, they didn't really have a whole lot, just from watching, obviously, but I just didn't feel like Northwestern had a lot of opportunities to be able to set it up just because Friends had so many errors, a lot of just wild balls going out, out of bounds, not being able to even just get the ball back over to Northwestern to be able to get it set up. So I'm sure tonight playing hopefully a better opponent, Northwestern will be able to see a few more attacks and a higher percentage in that area.
Well, this will be the first match for East Central here in the 2021 season. As a season ago, they went 2-29 and 1-15 in Great American Conference play. As we're going to take another timeout, come back, starting lineups coming up, and first serve after this. It's Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Dr. Troy Smith wants you to see a difference today at Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source. Dr. Smith offers a variety of services to patients of all ages, from your child's first eye exam to pre- and post-cataract and LASIK surgery appointments. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5:30, with appointments beginning at 7:30 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Alva Vision Clinic is here to serve you. Let them show you a difference in your vision. Stop by 504 College in Alva or give them a call today at 580-327-2393.
Whether you're purchasing a new home, renovating your existing home, or using the equity in your home for other needs, the home loan product at Community Bank has you covered. Stop by 1729 College Boulevard right here in Alva or call 580-327-5500 today to visit with one of their home loan experts and let them help you get started with your home needs today. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Pioneer Cellular will save you money on your family plan. Whether your definition of family means your immediate family or your extended family who lives with you. Hey, whoever you share a plan with. For example, you can get 3 lines with 20 gigabytes of data for just $90 per month. Add additional lines for as little as $25 each. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store to find out how much you'll save.
The Northwestern Bookstore is everything you need, whether you're a staff, student, or just your average Ranger fan. They offer everything from hats to t-shirts, polos, jackets, hoodies, and so many more Ranger clothing options. If you are a student, you can also purchase everything you need for the semester. You can also shop online and customize your order by visiting buyrangergear.com. So stop in and browse to our selection by visiting the Northwestern Bookstore located in the Student Center at Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
And welcome back inside Purcell Fieldhouse as we're having starting lineups introduced here for both teams. As we'll start, starting lineup will look like this for East Central. They'll start a 5'3 junior from Puerto Rico as the libero, number 2, Alejandra Delgado. A 5'5 senior from Alvin, Texas, number 3, Sydney Dungeon. A 5'10 junior from St. Louis, Missouri, number 5, Alani Jordan. A 5'8 senior from Baytown, Texas, number 6, Aaliyah Narcisse. And the next starter, the 5'9 junior from Eaton, Colorado, number 10, Darcy Kaiser. A 5'11 freshman from Dallas, Texas, number 11, Kimara Landry. And the final starter, the 5'7 junior, number 16, Tati Garcia. For Northwestern, starting lineup will look like this. A 5'10 freshman from Midwest City, Oklahoma, number 1, Carme Jones. The 6' junior from Marquez, Texas, number 5, Katie Honeycutt. A 5'10 junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 7, Raven Burns. The 5'11 senior from Longview, Texas, number 10, Avery Osberg. The 5'8 senior from Lindsborg, Kansas, number 11, Kate Dieterding. And a 5'10 sophomore from Brainerd, Minnesota, number 20, Courtney Russell. And I believe the libero for Northwestern.
Sydney Miller.
Trying to get a number. There you go. Sydney Miller will be the libero, number 3, the 5'8 senior from Kansas City, Missouri. As that is the starting lineups here for both teams. Sherry Lindsay, the head coach for East Central, her first season. Second season for head coach Fred Aubuchon, assisted by Courtney Cunningham. Northwestern hitting right to left, East Central hitting left to right across your radio dials. We are ready to begin here in set number 1 from Purcell Fieldhouse. As it looks like it'll be Avery Osberg back to serve for Northwestern. And the East Central Tigers in their black uniforms with the orange numbering, the white lettering. Rangers in their home whites with red Northwestern red numbering. So Avery Osberg to serve. Almost can't believe it's back.
I know, it's very surreal.
And here's the serve received by East Central. Here's the middle. Here's a set that time for Narcisse on the attack. As Northwestern now on the attack. Here comes there's an attack from Katie Honeycutt. Now here's the far side attack from Kaiser. Northwestern with the possession. Is now tipping this one over was Northwestern. Now on the attack comes Narcisse. Northwestern will set near side. Honeycutt on the attack, and that'll be a kill and a point as Northwestern opens with a 1-0 lead.
Great ball movement by Northwestern already. You can really tell that they are extremely disciplined when it comes to moving around and going and retrieving those balls, especially if they're going out of their way.
Osberg to serve, received by East Central. As they'll set, far side on the attack comes Kaiser. It's blocked back. Now here's a play at the net, tipped over by Honeycutt. East Central with it. Now here's an attack on the near side by Narcisse, and this will go out of bounds. It's on the near side. And that'll be a point for the Tigers. So East Central to serve. It'll be Shynell Taylor, the 5'6 sophomore from Mesquite, Texas. 1-1, set 1 here from Alva. Here's the serve, received by Northwestern. Osberg sets. On the attack comes Carme Jones.
Ooh.
That's a nice dig from East Central as they go over, and it will land on the sidelines on the near side. It'll be a point for Northwestern.
Wow, great hustle by ECU to get that.
Did not expect them to.
No, definitely not.
So back to serve will be Katie Honeycutt. Tosses this one high. Here's the serve. Received by the Tigers. Now up the net. On the attack comes East Central. Northwestern, here's the dig. Now they set on the near side. On the attack was Osberg. It's dug out by East Central. As they go over with it, and it will land past the end line. It'll be a point for the Rangers. Rangers with an early 3-1 lead. And they took both sets a year ago, or both matches a year ago from East Central. 3-0 and 3-1.
You know, one thing that really kind of stinks for Northwestern, or just volleyball in general, is our poor staff is out here having to literally spray down and wipe down every ball after every play. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever heard of?
Yes, it is. That's the times that we live in now.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with these girls playing in masks. We've got that. It's just wild.
That was a service error against Northwestern. It's 3-2 Rangers. So here's the serve from Delgado. It's received by Miller. Now Northwestern will have to go over as that's Dieterding who hit it over. Now here comes an attack from East Central, and that was blocked back down for a point for Northwestern.
I did not think Kate was going to get that, but man, she had that left hand out there, caught it right at the right angle, came straight down. No ECU player was around.
That was an attack from Narcisse. It's now 4-2 Rangers as Sydney Miller, the libero, will head back to serve. Here's the serve received by East Central. It was on the set from Dungeon. Now on the attack comes East Central, as that was Garcia. Northwestern gets it back over. Here's the dig by the Tigers, keeping it alive. Garcia back over with it, and it lands in for a point and a kill for East Central.
Wow, great. I couldn't see behind the ref, but man, what a great save by whoever made that save for Northwestern. I thought it was a complete point for ECU. They did a great job.
Rangers 4, Tigers 3 here in set number 1 from Alva. As back to serve will be Lisa Gonzalez for East Central. Gonzalez gets the signal from the official, and we're ready to go. Here's the serve from Gonzalez, received from Northwestern as it goes over. Now East Central sets far side on the attack. That time was Kaiser. It's deflected back at the net. East Central now on the attack again. And it'll be an attack error against Garcia as it lands on the sidelines out of play.
Man, Northwestern is really getting after with these blocks. Even though they're not falling, ECU's been able to recover based off of them. And they really are doing a great job of making sure they're in the proper place to get those blocks to come back over and kind of putting ECU in a tight spot.
Well, and every time it seems we've had one of those blocks, it's been an attack error and a point for Northwestern.
Yep.
So back to serve will be Tara Parks, a 5'10 sophomore from Goddard, Kansas.
She has improved tremendously over her last year. I know she's a redshirt sophomore this year, but just watching her play on Saturday, I was just impressed by the amount of improvement that she's had just over the course of this year.
Still waiting on the official from on the far side. Again, right now it's 5-3. Rangers lead the Tigers here in set number 1.
I know Saturday they kind of had a few issues with the book and everything, so we may have a handful of these as they're kind of trying to get that squared away, but they're learning. It's new for everybody.
Yes.
Have to be selective about the people we bring in into the gym. So
we're ready to go. Here's the serve from Parks, received by East Central. As they'll set far side, coming up on the attack was Garcia, and it's going to be a point for Northwestern as a double hit against the Tigers. First miscue for the Tigers here. As Tara Parks will head back to serve again. Toss it up. Here's the serve received by the Tigers.
It's a good serve.
Now here's a set from Gonzalez. Now coming up on the attack was Norvell, and that'll be a point for the Rangers on the attack here as it lands on the sidelines out of play.
Man, if that would have fallen, that would have been in a perfect place. There was no Northwestern Ranger around that area, but thankfully went out of bounds. Point for Northwestern.
Parks to serve again at 7-3 Northwestern. Received by the Tigers. That's libero Delgado. Now they set far side. Norvell on the attack. Dug out by Parks. Now just having to go over it with his Osberg. East Central now coming up on the attack as that one's hit right into the net on the attack from Beeler, and that'll be a point for the Rangers. It looks like Coach Lindsay wants a timeout. We will take it with her. Here in set number 1 on the Community Bank scoreboard, Northwestern leads East Central 8-3. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company prides itself on supporting our customers. For over 100 years, we've been part of this community. We invite you to stop by and learn more about the qualities that we display, like community involvement and great customer service.
Call, stop by, or visit www.alvastatebank.com to open an account and let us show you what family banking is all about. We are big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Northwestern to serve out of the timeout. Again, it'll be Tara Parks. Official blows the whistle. We're ready to go. Here's the serve from Parks, received by East Central. There's the set from Gonzalez on the near side. That's the attack from Garcia's. It's in for a kill and a point for the Tigers.
Not the way we really want to come out of a timeout, but, we still have a pretty good lead, so nothing to really be that worried about.
Garcia will go back to serve. Tati Garcia, the 5'7" junior from Gibson, Florida. Here's the serve, received by Northwestern. That's Parks. Now set far side. Dieterding coming up on the attack. It's dug out by the libero. Play at the net and hitting it right over is Raven Burns for the kill.
Easy shot.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Just get up there, get a hand on it, put it straight down.
Probably not going to see an easier one tonight.
No, definitely not.
So Dieterding back to serve for Northwestern now. Tosses it high. Here's the serve. Received by the libero. Now they'll set. Coming up on the attack was Norvell, and a kill and a point for the Tigers.
A rocket of a hit.
So Tigers will go back to serve. It'll be Alani Jordan. It's tough getting back in volleyball mode.
Yeah, for sure.
Doing basketball and so used to having volleyball already done with in the fall.
Oh, yeah,
Here's
definitely.
the serve from Jordan, received by Northwestern. Here's the set on the near side was Honeycutt. It was deflected out on the attack, and it'll be a point for Northwestern.
Not something you see very often is Katie Honeycutt get blocked, so kind of a rare sighting right there.
Checking in and serving for the Rangers, number 18.
Substitution as Maggie Peterson will come in, the sophomore from Wichita, Kansas. Played quite a bit as a freshman as Peterson with the serve. Received by East Central. They'll set. Near side on the attack comes Norvell. It's blocked. Kept alive by Delgado. Now coming up on the attack is Garcia. And it'll be a point for Northwestern.
Did not mean to make that groan into the mic.
Double hit that time. 11-5, Rangers on top as Peterson goes back to serve again. Here's the serve. Received from Garcia. Now they'll set. Coming up on the attack was Norvell, as that was actually off the hands of Carme Jones, and a kill and a point for East Central.
Looked more like it went off the head of her.
Substitution for the Tigers as Narcisse checks back in. Also back in to serve will be Sydney Dungeon. 11-6, Northwestern leading East Central here in set number one. As again, they take a look at the scores table. Official ready to go. Dungeon to serve. Received by Parks. Now far side Osberg coming up on the attack.
Oh, wow.
Well, that time was Raven Burns, but then it was kept alive by East Central, but East Central hits it out on the near side. It'll be a point for Northwestern.
Man, like I said, Carme and Sydney are two great additions. Or I'm sorry, not Sydney, Raven are two great additions we've added, and they are just on fire. When they can get the ball right and they get the perfect timing, it's impossible to get that back.
Osberg to serve. Received by Garcia. Now Garcia up on the attack. Dug out by Miller. Set far side on the attack was Northwestern. It was Russell. It was blocked back for a point for the Tigers.
That's one player we didn't really see a whole lot of last year as a freshman was Courtney Russell. She came in every now and then, but she's also another player that I had noticed on Saturdays really improved tremendously. I think not only just in her technique, but also just her confidence. She really comes out here with a lot of confidence, way more than she had last year. The few times she got to come in, she just seemed very nervous and a little scared, but she's a completely different player this year.
Shinell Taylor to serve. Received by Miller, keeping it alive. Honeycutt keeps it alive. Now having to try and hit it over was Russell, but hits it right into the net. As that'll be a point for East Central.
It's not a great setup, right off the bat from Sydney, but, Northwestern did a great job trying to get it back to the net. Just kind of a mishit there by Courtney Russell.
Taylor to serve again. Received by Miller, much better this time. Keeping it alive is Osberg. Now on the attack comes Russell, dug out by Delgado. He'll set. Near side trying to tip it over, was blocked by Carme Jones. East Central to set again on the attack is good. That time from Garcia's went right off, I believe, maybe the right arm of Russell and out of play.
Most definitely. And you can definitely tell ECU starting to gain a little bit of momentum here, which you really don't want to see right off the bat, especially Northwestern needs to kind of keep their head in the game and stay positive.
Taylor to serve again, left-handed serve.
Way out of
That
bounds.
goes off the hands that time of Dieterding. Keep it alive as Miller. Northwestern goes over it. Dig by Delgado, set, near side. On the attack comes Narcisse, and that will be past the end line and a point for Northwestern.
Serving for the Rangers, number 5, Katie.
So Northwestern will be serving after the attack error against East Central. It's 13-9, Rangers on top. As Katie Honeycutt goes back to serve. There's the serve. Received by Delgado. East Central keeping it alive. Now just having to go over with it are the Tigers. There's the set from Osberg. Far side, Russell tips this one over, kept alive by Narcisse. Now on the far side, Garcia on the attack. It's blocked back. Garcia keeps it alive. Delgado now. Garcia over with it on the attack. Northwestern sets, near side. On the attack comes Osberg. Goes off the hands that time of Taylor out of play on the far side. And it's a kill and a point for the Rangers.
Northwestern really were working a lot better with each other, not running into each other. Kind of seemed there whenever ECU was kind of gaining some momentum, and just Northwestern felt out of sorts. And so really you can tell that they are getting back into it.
High toss from Honeycutt on the serve. Here comes the attack by East Central. That was Landry. As East Central has it, kept alive. They go over with it. Miller now set far side. Russell on the attack. Kept alive by the Tigers.
Wow.
Boy, nice play that time by Dungeon to keep it alive. Russell on the dig. Now they set near side. Tipping this one over was Osberg. Delgado, far side. Garcia on the attack, and it lands too far on the sidelines on the near side, and it's a point for the Rangers.
Great hustle by both teams. I do not know how they're playing in masks right now.
I'm with you.
I'm just struggling to speak, let alone play a volleyball match.
Honeycutt back to serve, tosses it high. Here's the serve, and that kept alive by Taylor. Far side set. Garcia on the attack. It's deflected right back at him, and that time Narcisse couldn't handle it off the block, and that's a point for Northwestern.
And, that's one thing we are missing is Alexi Beach. She transferred out last year as freshman. She led the GAC in blocks, and so that's one thing we are missing. But I think, those additions like Carmay Jones are great additions to help us, and they're doing a really great job on making sure they get their hands up and, getting those blocks.
Sherry Lindsay wants another timeout. We'll take it. 16-9, Northwestern leading on the Community Bank scoreboard. It's Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Ring in the new year with great specials from your friends at Holder Drug, your local pharmacy in Alva. Their soda fountain is still serving up some of your favorite foods and treats. Grab one of their famous sandwiches, the Jimmy Ray or the Mary Nail. New merchandise is also being stocked daily. Flu, pneumonia, and shingles shots are available at your convenience as well. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 5 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Service error against Northwestern. Be a point for the Tigers. It's now 16-10 as Alejandra Delgado will go back to serve for East Central.
That was something Northwestern did kind of struggle with on Saturday was service errors. They ended up having 4 of them, 2 of those coming from Katie Honeycutt.
Received by Miller. Set. Jones on the attack. Big that time by the Tigers as Garcia on the attack. Hits the net and falls right back in. Actually, I think it may have hit the antenna.
Yeah.
That'll be a point for the Rangers.
Just a miss hit for her, and, just kind of the missed timing on that. If not, it would have been a great spike.
Sydney Miller back to serve for Northwestern. Rangers leading at 17-10 now. Kind of created some space between the Tigers as served by Miller. Time received by Taylor. Now they'll set far side Garcia on the attack. Gets it over. Miller with the dig. Now far side set. Russell on the attack and kind of just mishit that one as it went right into the net.
And you could tell her frustration right then. She was just kind of like, why? Why did I just do that? So
17-11. Rangers on top of the Tigers. Back to serve will be Leah Narcisse. Here's the serve.
Wow,
received by Honeycutt. Osberg keeps it alive. On the attack comes Dieterding, and that will be out past the end line. Point for the Tigers. 17-12, Rangers on top. Narcisse back to serve again. Tosses it high. Here's the serve. And that
what
will
a
be
serve. Wow.
service error as it's past the end line. Point for Northwestern.
Katie Bell had to make sure her head didn't get taken off on that one.
Good decision at the last moment to kind of pull the hands back and let that one go.
Just good court awareness for sure, you know, knowing exactly where you are. She wasn't very far from that back line, so it's pretty smart of her to pull out right then and let that serve just go out of bounds. That's an easy point.
Tara Parks now in, and she will go back to serve. 18-12 Northwestern leading East Central here in set number 1 from Alva. Opening match of Great American Conference play for the Rangers and the Tigers as well. Here's the serve, and that is a service error past the end line. Point for the Tigers.
I don't know what kind of weights Coach Cunningham has those girls on, but they just are launching those balls out of bounds on their serves.
Serving for the Tigers, number 16, Tati Garcia.
So Tati Garcia back to serve now here on the near side. Here's the serve from Garcia. That's a good serve. It's nice dig by Parks. On the attack that time was Burns. It was blocked. Rangers keep it alive. Here on the attack is Northwestern. Dig by Delgado. Now trying to tip this one over was East Central. That was Alani Jordan as Northwestern blocked it back. Northwestern now with the possession. On the attack comes Dieterding, and that is a good dig. Play at the net, and then it's attack and kill for Raven Burns. Almost was set up perfectly by East Central.
It really was, and honestly, what set it up was Kate's perfect hit over here. No one was there. Just a light touch, kind of let it fall. They couldn't get to it, barely got it over the net, and perfect setup for Raven.
19-13. Here's the serve from Dieterding. Received by Delgado. They'll set far side. Kaiser on the attack, blocked straight back down by Raven Burns, and a point for Northwestern.
And you could tell Avery was hyped about that. Avery, being a setter, probably doesn't get to have a lot of blocks, so she was extremely excited about that one.
20-13 Northwestern. Dieterding back to serve again. Here's the serve. Received by Delgado. On the set from Gonzalez. Now going up on the attack was Jordan, and it was blocked again by Burns, and I believe Katie Honeycutt was there as well.
Wow, that's kind of got to be gut-wrenching for you if you're ECU. 2 back-to-back blocks. Oh, man.
That's what made Northwestern so good last year.
Yeah, and that's something, Coach brought up is Courtney was a really great blocker in college, so having Coach Cunningham on our side has been a great addition.
That'll be a point for Northwestern. A double hit against the Tigers, and it's 22-13. All of a sudden, Northwestern really pushing this lead. It's up to 9 now.
Good math. That was going to take me a second.
Dieterding to serve. 22-13, the score here in set 1. Dieterding with the serve.
Ooh, good
Received
serve.
by Garcia. Keeping alive is Gonzalez. Now on the attack comes Kaiser. Dig by Miller. Now coming up on the attack is Honeycutt, and it lands in for an attack and a kill and a point for Katie Honeycutt and the Rangers.
Northwestern started to come alive a little bit. We're looking like the team that I was watching on Saturday.
23-13. 2 points away from taking set number 1 here against East Central. Here's the serve from Dieterding. Received by Garcia. Now they'll set near side on the attack as East Central. Blocked again on the attack from Norvell. Now Kaiser. Northwestern keeps it alive. Tipping it over is Honeycutt. Delgado with the dig. Now on the attack comes East Central, and it'll be a point as Norvell will get the kill for the Tigers.
That one's just a little too much for Sydney Miller. Came right off of her right shoulder, and you can see her turn and watch it. Great hit by ECU.
Lonnie Jordan back to serve now for the Tigers. It's 23-14. Second time to serve this set for Jordan.
I know.
Jordan, here's the serve. Received by Northwestern. There's a tip, and then Burns just kind of pushes this one over. Tigers with the possession. Now on the attack comes Norvell, and that's a kill. And that was placed perfectly right in the center of the court. And a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, that one had a little bit of spice on it, Colton.
Yes, it did. Lonnie Jordan back to serve again. It's 23-15. Again, Rangers 2 points away from closing out set number 1.
And the world's longest serve setup.
Jordan ready to go. Here's the serve. Just clears the net. Now here's the attack from Northwestern, and it's a kill and a point for Katie Honeycutt. 24-15 set point. As back in is Carme Jones, and going back to serve, and also checking in is Maggie Peterson. Peterson with a chance to close out set number one. Here's the serve, received by Garcia. Now on the attack comes East Central, and that was Landry, and she'll pick up the kill and the point for the Tigers.
Yep, she definitely just split our two defenders right up the middle, went right off the hand of I believe, Katie Honeycutt. They're right in between her and Carme Jones.
24-16 the score, set one. So Sydney Dungeon back to serve for East Central. As we see Raven Burns exit the court. Official ready to go. Dungeon tosses this one up. Here's the serve. See by Northwestern, actually hits right off the hands, I believe, maybe of Tara Parks, went straight to the floor.
I was literally just about to say, wow, we haven't had any service aces today. And there we go.
There's our first. Coming for the Tigers, it's 24-17.
Wrong team.
Here's the serve from Dungeon. See by Parks. Now Osberg. Now on the attack comes Northwestern. I believe that was Honeycutt for a kill. And that is going to do it for set number one as the Rangers take set one, 25-17. Good opening set for Northwestern.
Yeah, most definitely. They kind of started out a little slow there, but once again, they played a team with, didn't really push them too much on Saturday. So definitely something, getting into that GAC play, getting into D2 play, even though ECU may not have the best record, they may not look the best on paper, talent's completely different. And so I think that they were just kind of a little bit of a slow start getting back into seeing that normal talent that they're used to, but came out strong, finished strong, and great pick.
25-17. Set number one belongs to Northwestern. We'll take a timeout, come back. Second set coming up next. It's Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Dr. Troy Smith wants you to see a difference today at Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source. Dr. Smith offers a variety of services to patients of all ages, from your child's first eye exam to pre- and post-cataract and LASIK surgery appointments. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5:30, with appointments beginning at 7:30 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Alva Vision Clinic is here to serve you. Let them show you a difference in your vision. Stop by 504 College in Alva or give them a call today at 580-327-2393.
Whether you're purchasing a new home, renovating your existing home, or using the equity in your home for other needs, the home loan products at Community Bank has you covered. Stop by 1729 College Boulevard right here in Alva or call 580-327-5500 today to visit with one of their home loan experts and let them help you get started with your home needs today. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Pioneer Cellular will save you money on your family plan. Whether your definition of family means your immediate family or your extended family who lives with you. Hey, whoever you share a plan with. For example, you can get 3 lines with 20 gigabytes of data for just $90 per month. Add additional lines for as little as $25 each. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store to find out how much you'll save.
And welcome back here inside Purcell Fieldhouse. Dustin Goodall alongside Olivia Endell, your crew tonight for Ranger Volleyball. A couple of numbers from the set number one. 9 total kills for both teams. 4 errors for Northwestern, 10 for East Central. 35 total attacks, 14%. What a negative percentage on the attacks for East Central.
I was about to
struggled.
mention that. Wow.
Northwestern did come up with 8 blocks, though, in that first set. Or, 4 total team blocks.
Yeah, they, like I said, defensively, Northwestern is very, very good. And like I said, we brought this up last year whenever we talked with Coach Abishon after one of the after one of the games. I think we had like a record block or something like that for the team, and he said that's all Coach Cunningham. You know, she has it down to an art and to a science for those girls, and I think it has really helped us defensively as a team.
It definitely has paid off. I think Northwestern is one of the top defensive teams in the Great American Conference. As Sydney Dungeon back to serve as we're underway in set number 2 as it's received by Russell. Now on the attack comes Carme Jones, and we get a whistle, and it'll be a point for Northwestern.
And that looked like someone was in the net.
I think you're right.
According to our understanding officials' hand signals sheet we have here.
Only sport that I have to do, because I just haven't gotten them all down yet, I have to have a hand signal sheet in front of us.
Yep.
Here's the serve from Osberg. It's received that time by Kaiser. They'll set back. That time as Garcia just has to go over with it for East Central. Now on the near side, here on the attack comes Honeycutt. There's a play at the net. Carme Jones goes up, and I believe Northwestern gets the point. I think East Central again was in the net.
Same person, number 10. Who is that for East Central?
I believe that's Darcy Kaiser.
Yep, same person again. Two points in a row. Probably not something Coach wants to see.
So Osberg back to serve again. Here's the serve. Received by the libero Delgado. Now they'll set far side. On the attack comes Garcia, and it's blocked right back by Carme Jones. And that'll be a point for Northwestern. A terrific start to set number 2 for the Rangers.
And her third block for tonight, too.
Back to serve again, Osberg. Rangers lead at 3-0. Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Keeping this one alive is Dungeon. Now on the attack, that time was Kaiser. Northwestern with the possession. Now on the attack is Russell. Keeping it alive on the dig was Dungeon. Delgado. Now on the attack is Garcia. Dig by Russell. Set, far side. On the attack comes Honeycutt, and it's in for a kill, and that'll be a point for Northwestern.
Yeah, Northwestern is definitely just working way better than they did at the start of that first set. They just look more like a well-oiled machine than what they did at the very beginning.
Osberg to serve again. Received by Delgado. Now they'll set far side. On the attack comes Landry. Northwestern keeps it alive. Has to go over with it. Delgado with a dig. Far side. Landry on the attack. Blocked again. Garcia keeps it alive. Going over with it was Narcisse. Now Northwestern on the attack is Carme Jones. Tipping this one over. And that's going to be a point. As Kaiser tipped that one over, Northwestern kept it alive and then landed underneath the net.
Yep. Avery just couldn't get her hand on it as she was kind of sliding under the net to be able to pop it up, maybe try to keep it back alive on Northwestern's side.
So Darcy Kaiser back to serve, the 5'9" junior from Eaton, Colorado. There's the serve and a service error right into the net. That'll be a point for Northwestern.
Could tell just coming right off of her hand. I was like, man, that's not high enough. That's probably going to go straight into the net. We got prime view over here.
Katie Honeycutt to serve as it's 5-1. Rangers on top. Here's the serve. Received by Delgado. Sets near side. On the attack comes Narcisse. Dug out by Northwestern. Now Russell on the attack. It's blocked. Kept alive by Miller. Then again by Dieterding, and then Miller goes over with it. Delgado sets. Far side Garcia on the attack, and it lands in for a point and a kill just inside the end line.
Yeah, great spot there. Right at the very back. No Northwestern defender was around that.
Garcia's definitely been most successful as far as kills go. She's got 5 so far through this match. As we'll get a stoppage of play real quick.
Looks like they're checking out the subs.
I think you're right. On the floor for East Central, Narcisse, Kaiser, Delgado, also Landry, and Garcia, along with Dungeon. So here's the serve from Delgado, received by Miller. Kept alive by Northwestern. Now on the attack is Dieterding. Garcia with the dig. Now here's a play at the net. Narcisse on the attack. Dig by Miller. Trying to keep it alive. Northwestern does, and then they go over with it. Great play that time by Dieterding. And it's going to be a point for East Central. So I think Northwestern may have got into the net.
Yeah.
Well,
I was kind of surprised. That was a great save by Northwestern. Huge save. Great hustle by our girls, but wow. What a heartbreaking way to lose that point.
5-3 Rangers on top. As Delgado to serve. Here's the serve, received by Miller. Now they'll set. On the attack comes Northwestern. It's blocked and deflected out of play, and that's a point for Northwestern on the attack from Dieterding. 6-3 Rangers on top, set 2. And they took set number 1, 25-17. Miller, here's the serve. Boy, not a good one there as it's a service error into the net. The second of the game from, actually maybe the first against Northwestern. That's actually the fourth.
Yeah, I was going to say we had 2 or 3 in the first set. The first 3 went soaring out of bounds.
So here's a serve from Dominic, just clears the net. Miller sets on the attack. Dieterding just tips this one over, kept alive by Garcia, and then going straight over with it. It was deflected up, kept alive by Burns. Miller has to go over with it. Here's the set, far side, Garcia on the attack.
Wow.
Miller with the dig. Now coming up on the attack was Honeycutt. Dig from East Central. Garcia on the attack is blocked out on the far side, and there'll be a point for the Tigers, and it's now 6-5. Northwestern led 4-0.
What a dig by Sydney Miller there. That ball had some heat behind it. Wow. And to be able to control it. You know, that's the part that is mind-blowing to me. She has such great body control when she's taking those digs.
Anne-Marie Dominic to serve. Received by Northwestern. I just have to go over with it. Honeycutt on the attack. Past the end line. That's a point on the attack error. It's 6-6.
Kind of start to wonder if Coach is going to call a timeout. I know he mentioned he doesn't like to do it. He likes the girls to kind of figure it out on their own, but especially having that 4-0 lead.
Here's the serve. Northwestern on the attack. Comes Russell. There's an attack from East Central. Northwestern now with the possession. On the attack comes Burns, and that's a kill and a point. As Darcy Kaiser couldn't get to it in time, or kind of just deflected it out of play. It's 7-6.
And she really has been pretty quiet tonight, Raven Burns. You know, she's been great defensively up there on those blocks, but as far as the kills go, looks like she's been pretty quiet so far. Only one. That would be her second one for the night.
So Tara Parks back to serve and see if the Rangers can regain some momentum here in set 2 as they lead 7-6. Received by East Central. Now on the near side, Norvell. Attack error right into the net. Point for Northwestern. 8-6.
Easy points. That's what you hope for.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't have to do much.
Get it over and let them make the mistake.
Parks to serve again. And Northwestern leading 8-6. Set number 2 from Alva. An opening play of Great American Conference play for both teams. Here's a set. Far side, Garcia on the attack, and that's a kill and a point. As after the deflection, Miller could not get to it. And it's now 8-7.
Serving for the Tiger, number 16, Tati Garcia.
Tati Garcia has been all over the place for the Tigers. She'll go back to serve. Ready to go. She runs up, tosses it, hits it over. Northwestern now sets near side on the attack, and that's right into the antenna on the attack from Dieterding. And it'll be a point for the Tigers.
Not something you see very often from Kate Dieterding, you know? She's not one to really make a lot of errors, so it's kind of shocking for us to see that.
Tied at 8, Garcia back to serve. Received by Northwestern. Well set, near side. As Dieterding just tips this one over. It's kept alive on a great play that time from Dominic. East Central then goes over with it. Parks keeps it alive. Set again, Dieterding on the attack. It's blocked out of bounds on the near side. Point for Northwestern.
Wow, great defensive stop, especially for both sides, but all those little tips in there. Tara Parks was in the right spot 2 or 3 different times to help keep Northwestern alive.
9-8 Rangers. Here's the serve from Dieterding. Received by Dominic. Now on the attack comes Garcia. It's blocked by Burns right at the net. East Central tries to keep it alive. They cannot, and that's a point for Northwestern.
A solo block for Raven Burns there, too.
So she didn't have to move much at all either.
No, literally just 2 hands up, jumped, came straight back down.
10-8 Rangers. Dieterding back to serve again. Tosses this one high, hits it over. Received by East Central. They'll set far side on the attack. That time was Kaiser. East Central still with it. Garcia now on the attack. There's a play at the net. Kaiser with the attack, and it's going to be a point for East Central.
Sheet. I didn't really see what that was. I'm assuming someone was in the net, but...
It'll be a point for the Tigers, though. Go back to serve will be Anaya Norvell. Norvell with the serve.
A little over the line there, ref.
So here's the attack from Honeycutt. Big by the Tigers. Kept alive. Garcia now on the attack. Big by Dieterding. Now they set for Burns. It's deflected back. And a block for Landry and Kaiser. And we're now tied at 10. It's good play from Kaiser and Landry at the net.
And wow. I'm not even sure that was really a full block by them. It seemed a lot of it was just a miss hit, kind of went into the net. It hit the top of the tape for Raven, but you can tell she's getting a little bit frustrated. Hopefully that doesn't carry on.
Norvell with the serve, received by Northwestern. Parks keeps it alive. Miller has to just go over with it. Garcia with the dig. Now they'll set. Landry on the attack, kept alive by Kaiser. Now East Central goes over with it. Miller with the dig. Set, far side. On the attack comes Honeycutt, and that's going to be a kill and a point. As the deflection goes straight down to the floor, it's 11-10 Rangers.
That hit too fast. I could not catch and see what happened there on that one.
Check it in and serve it for the Rangers. Number 8.
This one's been back and forth. Northwestern again led 4-0 early, but since then it's been back and forth between both teams as Maggie Peterson to serve. Received by Garcia. Far side set on Dungeon. Landry just has to go over with it. Now set, Parks on the attack. East Central keeps it alive. Here's a play at the net. Blocked back on East Central's side. Keeping it alive is Dominic. Now Kaiser on the attack, and it's a point for East Centrals. Are going to say it was deflected and touched by Northwestern. Tied at 11, set number 2. Again, Northwestern took set 1, 25-17, but Dungeon back to serve now. Quick stoppage of play. Now looks like we're ready to go from both officials. Serve from Dungeon. Received by Parks. Osberg sets far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Kept alive by Kaiser. Now Kaiser coming up with the attack. Northwestern with a dig. Now coming up on the attack for Northwestern. Dug out by East Central. Now Landry hits it over. Dig by Miller. Osberg sets. Honeycutt tips this one over. Kept alive by Kaiser. Now on the attack comes Narcisse. Northwestern trying to keep it alive. They do as Miller goes over with it. Dig by Delgado. Narcisse on the attack. And it was off the hands of Honeycutt. And out of play on the near side. And East Central has taken their first lead at 12-11.
And Sydney Romo's got a hand on that, too, out of bounds. She slid right out there. Barely missed it on the tip of her fingers.
So the Tigers with a 12-11 lead here in set number 2. Here's the serve from Dungeon. See by Northwestern. Osberg sets. And that was Carme Jones with the kill as Delgado couldn't handle that one. And it's 12-12.
That's one way to kill a spirit. Let's see a few more of those guys.
That was a rocket from Carme Jones. Back to serve will be Avery Osberg now for Northwestern. Here's the serve. Does not clear the net. A service error against Northwestern.
That is, 5 for tonight. Not something you want to see.
13-12 Tigers lead. Darcy Kaiser back to serve. Serve from Kaiser. Clears the net. Osberg sets. Coming up on the attack was Honeycutt. It was blocked. Northwestern with it. Miller now to Parks. Parks with the kill. Actually, I don't think that was Parks.
No.
I think that may have been Dieterding.
Yeah, she's on back row.
Serving for Rangers number 5, Katie Honeycutt.
So Honeycutt back to serve. We're tied at 13 again. Tosses this one high. Here's the serve. And Kaiser received this one right back over. Out of play on the near side. A service ace for Katie Honeycutt.
First one for Northwestern tonight, too.
Yeah, that's surprising. That's something we're used to seeing. Here's the serve. Received by Kaiser. Far side set from Dungeon. On the attack was Garcia, and there was a play at the net. Northwestern was into the net. I believe it was Carme Jones. That'll be a point for the Tigers. Tied at 14.
Not sure I agree with that one.
Serving for the Tigers number 2, Alejandro Delgado.
Looked clean to me.
Delgado back to serve again. Libero for East Central. Here's the serve. Received by Miller. Osberg sets far side. On the attack comes Dieterding, and it's a kill and a point for Northwestern.
Kate really came alive on Saturday. I mean, she had, 10 kills on Saturday, and I think that was a lot more than we had seen her last year. You know, she was just kind of a role player. She got a handful here and there, but she's really done a great job so far this season.
Miller with the serve, and it was received by Garcia. It actually lands out of play on the far side. It'll be a point for Northwestern on the service ace.
I don't think Northwestern was ready for that if it would have dropped in.
No, I think you're right. It was pretty close over there on the sideline. Miller to serve again. Here's the serve. Received by Delgado. Dungeon keeps it alive. Far side Garcia on the attack. It's blocked back down. Kaiser kept it alive, and then Norvell could not get to it. It'll be a point for Northwestern.
How many team blocks is that for us now? Should be quite a few.
Yeah, I think we got to be around 7 or 8 now. And 4 total team blocks in set 1. As here's the serve from Miller. Received by Kaiser. Dungeon sets near side Narcisse. Northwestern with it. Miller sets far side. Russell on the attack. Dig by Dungeon. Garcia now on the attack for East Central. Good dig by Miller. Honeycutt keeps it alive, and that's going to be, I believe, a double hit against Northwestern. Point for the Tigers. It's now 18-15.
Man, Sydney Miller's just all over the place, is she not?
She is.
I mean, wherever the ball's at, she's getting a fist, a hand, a foot, something on it. It is just insane.
Dominic to serve. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg sets. Burns on the attack, and that's a kill and a point. As I think it may have kind of actually hit the tape that time and maybe went off the hand of an East Central player.
I don't even think it hit Raven's hand. You can kind of tell she's twirling her hair. They're like, wow, I just swung and missed that pretty bad, but, you know, we'll take the point.
19-15 Rangers. Tara Parks back to serve as Northwestern in control now, leading by 4. Received that time by Dominic. Set far side. Garcia on the attack. Hit by Honeycutt. Now on the near side. Dieterding on the attack, and that is a kill as that one was hit very hard. East Central unable to handle it. It's 20-15.
Man, you can't even return that. That had some heat behind it. Oh, my gosh.
So that'll lead us to a timeout by East Central. We'll take it. 20-15 is your score. Northwestern on top of East Central in the Community Bank scoreboard here in set number 2. Rangers again leading by 5. As this is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
The Northwestern Bookstore is everything you need, whether you're a staff, student, or just your average Ranger fan. They offer everything from hats to t-shirts, polos, jackets, hoodies, and so many more Ranger clothing options. If you are a student, you can also purchase everything you need for the semester. You can also shop online and customize your order by visiting buyrangergear.com. So stop in and browse to our selection by visiting the Northwestern Bookstore located in the Student Center at Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
With COVID-19 contributing to more sickness and death across our nation, America's physicians have 3 simple steps you can take to stop the spread. First, wash your hands. Second, stay at least 6 feet from others. And third, mask up. At the American Medical Association, we know that following the science and evidence will protect you and your loved ones. With science, we will defeat COVID-19 together.
Welcome back inside Purcell Fieldhouse out of the timeout. Dustin Goodham alongside Olivia Endell for Ranger Volleyball tonight. Northwestern leading 20-15. As Parks to serve, received by Delgado near the end line. East Central just keeping it alive. Dominic has to go over with it. Miller with the dig. Osberg sets near side. Dieterding on the attack.
Man.
And that was blocked right back by Dungeon and Norvell for a point for the Tigers.
You would have thought that was her first block, Cotton.
Yeah, no kidding. Tigers a little fired up after that one. And still trailing by 4 to 20-16 as back to serve will be Tatia Garcia. See by Northwestern. Osberg sets far side. Dieterding on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for Northwestern as they come right back. It's 21-16. I don't think Dieterding was going to let that happen twice.
No, especially going into the timeout. You know, she had that hard kill there, so she said, nah, not again.
Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Dungeon sets far side. Kaiser on the attack, and that is an attack error past the end line. Point for Northwestern. 22-16 the score as Dieterding back to serve again. Here's the serve. And that is a service error past the inline. Point for the Tigers.
Number 6 for Northwestern tonight.
Probably be something that Coach Abishon addresses after that one. Not going to probably like that.
Probably going to be like, we need to stop hitting the weights a little bit, because now all of 5 out of the 6 of them have been long.
Norvell to serve. Received by Northwestern. Osberg sets near side. Dieterding on the attack, and that is going to be a kill and a point as it goes off the hands of Tatia Garcia past the inline. It's 23-17.
You know, and that seems to be something that ECU has done a really good job on, returning those really, really hard kills. And, Katie didn't put a lot of spice on that one, and it, worked.
Peterson, here's the serve. Far side set. Kaiser on the attack. Garcia sets now on the attack for Garcia, and Miller couldn't handle that one off the dig. That'll be a point for East Central. Or excuse me, that was Maggie Peterson. My apologies. 23-18, Rangers on top. Sydney Dungeon back to serve. Again, Northwestern 2 points away from going up 2-0 in their first conference game of the 2021 season. Here's the serve from Dungeon, received by Parks. Sets far side on the attack comes Honeycutt, and deflecting this one up. Delgado keeps it alive.
What?
Oh my, Garcia gets it over. Wow, what a play from East Central there. Osberg sets. Carme Jones on the attack and kill, and just kind of tipped that one over with a little bit of force, not much though.
Yeah, she saw that there was an open spot right there in ECU's defense and took advantage of it. But let's talk about that hustle by ECU. If that's not on ESPN Top 10, I'm going to be very upset.
That was a pretty impressive play by Delgado to keep that one alive.
Great hustle by ECU.
As here's the dig, received by Garcia. Now coming up on the attack is Narcisse, and it was blocked right back by Carme Jones, went off the hands of Kaiser, and that is going to do it for set number 2 as Northwestern wins it 25-18. Impressive start here from Northwestern. They lead it 2-0, as again they take set 2 25-18 on the Community Bank scoreboard. Third set coming up next. It's Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free, like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships, like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company prides itself on supporting our customers. For over 100 years, we've been part of this community. We invite you to stop by and learn more about the qualities that we display, like community involvement and great customer service.
Call, stop by, or visit www.alvastatebank.com to open an account and let us show you what family banking is all about. We are big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ring in the new year with great specials from your friends at Holder Drug, your local pharmacy in Alva. Their soda fountain is still serving up some of your favorite foods and treats. Grab one of their famous sandwiches, the Jimmy Ray or the Mary Nail. New merchandise is also being stocked daily. Flu, pneumonia, and shingles shots are available at your convenience as well. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 5 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back inside Purcell Fieldhouse as we've played 2 sets so far. Northwestern winning at 25-17 and 25-18 in set number 2 as we take a look at our statistics through this one. Again, a little bit better percentage attack-wise for Northwestern. 13 kills and 42 total attacks, going up from 14 to 21. That's huge.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. One thing that obviously we've talked about over and over again is those total team blocks. Northwestern defensively is just outstanding on the front line.
Yeah, 9 total team blocks for Northwestern. 3 service aces, 6 service errors, just 1 service ace, and 2 service errors for East Central. Again, where it's been, though, the errors, 16 committed so far by East Central through 2 sets, just 8 for Northwestern. Playing pretty clean, I think.
Yeah, pretty great percentage, hitting it around 18%. And honestly, the kills are pretty spread out evenly. Katie Honeycutt with 8, Kate with 6, Carmay Jones with 4, and then Raven Burns with 3. But, there's not just one dominant person on our team, which I think is a great thing about our team, is that we really kind of spread the wealth.
Yeah, last year you knew you could count on Eubanks and Clark for almost all of your kills.
Yeah, and so it's nice to see that, to be able to see those kills spread out amongst our team means we're pretty dangerous.
Osberg to serve to open things. Here's the attack from East Central. Northwestern able to dig it out. Honeycutt on the attack, dig by Delgado. They'll set, far side coming up on the attack was Abercrombie, and that'll be an attack error past the end line, point for Northwestern. It's the first action we've seen from Jada Abercrombie.
Like the name, big fan.
Used to wear the clothing a long time ago.
When I could fit.
Here's the serve received by Delgado. Now on this, the attack was Landry, and that's a kill, as Osberg could not get to that one. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, once again, just kind of split Northwestern's defenders right up there. It looks like we've got Madison Dellinger and Carmay Jones up there on the front line, and just kind of went right in between them. Perfect spot.
Tied at 1.
Dellinger or Dellinger?
Dellinger.
Dellinger. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say it wrong.
I believe so, is what I was told anyway. Here's the attack that time from Jones. East Central with a possession. Garcia now on the attack. As Jones tried to block it at the net, ended up kind of going off her hand and falling on Northwestern's side. That'll be a point for the Tigers.
She was there and she was ready for it. She just kind of mishit that jump. I think she thought that ball was coming a lot faster than it actually was.
So back to serve will be Sydney Dungeon again. Here's the serve received by Northwestern. There's a play at the net. Tipping it over is East Central. Osberg tried to keep it alive on the hit from Miller, and that'll be a point for the Tigers.
Not a great stop for Northwestern.
No, not set 3. Set 3 has been all East Central so far. Again, they lead at 3-1. Dungeon back to serve again. Dungeon tosses it up. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg sets. Coming up. Honeycutt tipped it right over perfectly over the outstretched hands of the defender for the kill and the point.
Yeah, very smart play by Honeycutt there. She saw that huge hole in ECU's defense and took advantage of it.
3-2 Tigers lead it. As Katie Honeycutt will go back to serve, tosses it high. Here's the serve. This one clips the net. Received by Garcia. Now on the near side coming up on the attack was Abercrombie. Miller, far side. On the attack for Northwestern that time was Dellinger. Delgado keeps it alive. Narcisse on the attack. Dig by Miller. Honeycutt keeps it alive. Osberg will go over with it. Delgado with the dig. Here's a play at the net. On the attack was Landry, and that'll be a point and a kill for the Tigers. They lead at 4-2. One thing to your point, though, earlier you talked about it. Coach Abishon not want to take timeouts. It was probably a good thing. You let them work through it. They end up winning through set number 2, and here it again. East Central's got some momentum, and set 3 is going to let them work through it.
Yeah, most definitely, and I think that makes our team much better rather than just calling a timeout and yelling at him. And once again, he's told us multiple times he's not much of a yelling coach, So and I think that's a great thing for our players. Ooh.
A service ace from Alani Jordan as it just catches on the inside of the sideline on the far side.
Raven thought that was Carmay Jones thought that was going out, and I would have thought it was too. She kind of moved out of the way, and it just very slightly clipped that line.
5-2 Tigers lead it. Serve from Jordan. That clips the net, and then will land out a play on the far side, a service error. Point for the Rangers. It's 5-3.
And really not many for ECU on the service errors. Only their third one for tonight, whereas Northwestern does have 6. But hopefully no more for the rest of the game.
So here's the serve from Northwestern. Now coming up on the attack is Narcisse. Miller keeps it alive. Osberg now coming up on the attack is Honeycutt, and that'll be a kill and a point as it went off the hands and lands on the near side from Narcisse. It's now 5-4 Tigers.
Great movement by Sydney Miller. Once again, I just can't say enough great things about her. She's just so quick, and she noticed there on that ECU kill that they weren't going for the full swing. They were going to just tap it over, and she was there to take that dig, keep the ball alive.
Miller with the serve. East Central now on the attack is Garcia and a kill. And again, Garcia has been the most dangerous for East Central.
9th kill for tonight.
Well, she's been very good tonight.
Serving for East Central, number 2, Alejandra Delgado.
And Garcia did not play with this team a year ago. It's a transfer from NEO. 6-4 Tigers. Delgado back to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Dieterding. Now they'll set. Tipping this one over was Burns. Now here's the play at the net. Burns goes straight down with it, and it lands on the near side out of play after it was deflected by East Central. That'll be a point for Northwestern.
Just simple plays like that, too, especially where Raven is able to capitalize on ECU's mess-ups. That's the way you win the game.
Tigers lead at 6-5. Tara Parks will go back to serve for Northwestern now. Here's the serve from Parks. Received by East Central. They'll set. Far side, Norvell on the attack. It goes right into the net for an attack error. Point for Northwestern. Tied at 6. And it was a good hot start for East Central to set 3, but Northwestern has come back to tie it up. It was received by the Tigers. They keep this one alive. Norvell on the attack.
Oh, man.
That is a kill as that was Burns along with Osberg could not get the block. Point for the Tigers.
Just kind of hit right off of Avery's hands, just barely, and fell right in between them.
Anne-Marie Dominic to serve. Received by Miller. Osberg just makes a great play and tips it over. Kind of a no-look tip, and it's a point for the Rangers.
She just kind of tossed that thing over her shoulder.
She did. That was impressive, and East Central was fooled as long. I was as well.
That's one thing also, Avery, Caitlin Robinson was just really great about those sneaky sets, and Avery had about 2 or 3 of those on Saturday.
So here's the attack from Norvell. Great dig that time by Parks coming up on the attack for Northwestern. As that is an attack error against Dieterding as it lands into the net. Point for the Tigers. We may have found our Caitlin Robinson a year ago with Osberg.
Yeah, no, 110%. Like I said, she kind of did that little sneaky slide on Saturday, and I was like, I was waiting on that.
Garcia back to serve. Tigers lead at 8-7, set 3. Rangers lead at 2-0. Received by Parks. Osberg tips it over. East Central with it. Delgado sets. Far side. Abercrombie on the attack is blocked straight back down, that time by Burns along with Osberg. I think they're just going to credit to Osberg.
She's pretty excited about that one, too. Once again, being a setter, you don't really get the opportunity to get up there and get those blocks super often. A lot of time it's your big girls, but she's there and she's doing great.
Maggie Peterson back to serve. We're tied at 8. Here's the serve from Peterson. Received by Delgado. Play at the net. Jones tried to deflect it back. It was deflected back on Northwestern's side, though. East Central with a possession. Tipping it over with the left hand was Honeycutt as it lands out of play on the near side. Point for the Tigers.
Yeah, barely just got a hand on that one. Kind of just flicked it with the wrist. Barely missed the line.
So Zanaya Norvell back to serve. It's 9-8 Tigers. Here's the serve from Norvell. Received by Dieterding. Now they set. Coming up, Honeycutt on the attack as it's deflected out on the attack. On the side, it'll be a point for Northwestern.
I'm really surprised they don't call Norvell's serve because, when she's serving, she's pretty close to crossing that line. If not, she is. Probably the least of their worries.
9-9. Here's the serve from Osberg. Received by East Central. They'll set. Landry. That's blocked. Landy hits it back over. Osberg sets. Far side on the attack, and that's deflected. Blocked right back in on the attack from Dellinger. And that's a point for the Tigers. It's 10-9 now. East Central leading by 1. Substitution as we see Narcisse back in for Anne-Marie Dominic.
One person we haven't seen who got subbed in, obviously, is Courtney Russell, subbed for Madison. You wonder if there's an injury possibly, or she's just tired. Who knows?
Miller goes over with it. East Central now with it. Narcisse on the attack. Hit straight into the antenna that time, into the net. That'll be a point for Northwestern on the attack error.
Serve for the Rangers, number 5, Katie Honeycutt.
Honeycutt back to serve. We're tied at 10 here in set number 3. Tosses the ball really high as Delgado receives it. They'll set for Landry on the attack. As Honeycutt gets a left hand on it, and will go back past the end line towards the Northwestern bench, and a point for the Tigers. Well, this has really been back and forth ever since East Central took the early lead.
Checking in and serving, for East Central, number 9.
Seemed like that in the second set, and then they kind of just fizzled out there, you know. But I'll kind of hope for the same thing. We just go ahead and sweep them.
So here's the serve from East Central. Received by Honeycutt. Now trying to tip it over.
Oh.
Well, and that's the thing. It was Osberg kind of tipped it ready for Dellinger, and then Dellinger tried to tip it back over. It was blocked back for a point. For East Central, it's now 11-10.
Those ones at the net are just so hard and when everyone's rushing the net, it's hard to know who's going to touch it, which way is it going to fall. It's just so unpredictable.
Chanel Taylor with the serve. Osberg sets far side. Dieterding on the attack was blocked back out of play on the near side, and that'll be a point for Northwestern. Sydney Miller to serve. Rangers trailing 12-11 here in set number 3 from Alva. Here's the serve from Miller. Received by Taylor. Now they'll set. Landry tips this one over, and Miller that time almost collided with Osberg to keep it alive, and Northwestern does. But it was hit too many times. 4 hits against the Rangers. And Osberg saying she didn't touch it. So the official explaining to Coach Abishan. It looked like Miller and Osberg kind of got there right at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure the rule is if it touches even any part of Osberg on that, you know, it counts as a hit. So I'm sure that's where they got that 4th hit.
So as it stands right now, East Central leads at 13-11 here in the 3rd set as Dellinger over here having a word with the official. Now we'll go back to Coach Abishan.
This is one thing I think is so interesting about volleyball is that they use the players to be the ones to kind of relay the messages, you know. They pick our captain. Normally it's Courtney Russell. It looks like it's substituted for Madison now, and they use that rather than it's the coach talking directly with the official.
So the point will count as Delgado will go back to serve East Central, leading at 13-11. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg sets far side. Dellinger on the attack. Dug out by Delgado. Now on the near side, Narcisse on the attack. And that's a kill and a point for the Tigers as they've taken their largest lead in any set as it's 14-11. This is one thing I think we saw in the past sometimes, Northwestern, when they drop a set, it's always been that 3rd set. They've had a chance to close something out.
It really is. And the other thing I've noticed is, Northwestern stays at their chairs the whole time. ECU is, in their normal lineup where they get to stand next to each other, and I feel like it kind of just kills the feel a little bit.
As there's an attack from Dieterding, hits the antenna. It's now 15-11. East Central and Coach Abishan will take his first time out. We'll take it with him. Set 3 from Alva. Northwestern leads at 2-0, but East Central leads 15-11 here in set number 3 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Dr. Troy Smith wants you to see a difference today at Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source. Dr. Smith offers a variety of services to patients of all ages, from your child's first eye exam to pre- and post-cataract and LASIK surgery appointments. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5:30, with appointments beginning at 7:30 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Alva Vision Clinic is here to serve you. Let them show you a difference in your vision. Stop by 504 College in Alva or give them a call today at 580-327-2393.
Whether you're purchasing a new home, renovating your existing home, or using the equity in your home for other needs, the home loan products at Community Bank has you covered. Stop by 1729 College Boulevard right here in Alva or call 580-327-5500 today to visit with one of their home loan experts and let them help you get started with your home needs today. Community Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Welcome back out of that timeout. 15-11, East Central leading Northwestern here in set number 3. Again, Northwestern took set 1, 25-17, 25-18 in set number 2. So it'll be Alejandra Delgado back to serve for East Central. I think we're going to see a substitution.
I'm a little confused. I know that she must have something either on her shirt.
I think there's an issue with Garcia. She come over and talked to the official.
Yeah, something wrong with her. Oh, looks like it is her knee pad.
Just an equipment change is what we need here.
Something is wrong, tore up, who knows?
We are ready to go as Garcia is back in there. 15-11, East Central with the lead. As Delgado ready to serve. Here's the serve from Delgado. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg keeps it alive. Now Dellinger on the attack. Dig by Delgado. Here's the set. On the attack was Norvell and a kill. And that'll be a point for the Tigers at 16-11. Northwestern could not come up with a block that time.
Definitely coming out of a timeout, that's not what you want to happen. You know, you want to have a good first point straight out of the timeout, especially for Northwestern.
5-point lead for the Tigers here in set 3 as Delgado to serve. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg keeps it alive. Miller has to go over with it. It's the dig by Taylor. Now on the attack comes Narcisse. It's blocked by Northwestern. East Central tries to keep it alive. They cannot as it lands just on the other side of the official on the near side. It'll be a point for Northwestern. And Rangers needed that one.
Yeah, most definitely. Kind of stopped the sting there for a little bit.
See if Tara Parks can pick up a few points here, get Northwestern a little closer. And they trail by as many as 5. Here's the serve from Parks. Received by Taylor. Now they're set. Garcia on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for the Tigers. Again, Garcia with double-digit kills tonight. She has been fantastic for East Central. As back to serve will be Anne-Marie Dominic. Here's the serve. Received by Miller. Osberg sets, far side. Dieterding tips this one over. East Central keeps it alive. Here's Garcia on the attack. Dig by Miller. Osberg set. On the attack is Honeycutt. Delgado pops this one high up in the air. Dungeon keeps it alive. Now they try and go over with it. They do. As here's a play at the net. It's hit over by Osberg, and it's going to be a point for Northwestern.
Into the net.
I'm going to say I believe that was Dominic.
Yes.
Starting for the Rangers, number 11, Kate Dieterding.
So Kate Dieterding to serve it. 17-13 now. Northwestern on top. Here's the serve. Received by Dominic. Here's the set. Far side. Garcia on the attack. This one gets hit into the net. Hit into the net again. And a point for the Rangers. That time Dominic just hit the top of the tape and it came back.
Yeah, it looked like Garcia got a little too far underneath it. Had to really reach back to try to get it. Couldn't get enough power. Just seemed like a mishit.
17-14. Rangers within 3. Serve from Dieterding. Received by Delgado. Far side Dungeon to Garcia on the attack. Dig by Miller. Good play there. Osberg sets. Far side. On the attack comes Dieterding. A good play from East Central with the dig. Now Garcia on the attack. It's blocked straight back by Raven Burns and a point for Northwestern. And a timeout from East Central. We will take it with them. Here in the third set, Northwestern trailing by 2, 17-15 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Pioneer Cellular will save you money on your family plan. Whether your definition of family means your immediate family or your extended family who lives with you. Hey, whoever you share a plan with. For example, you can get 3 lines with 20 gigabytes of data for just $90 per month. Add additional lines for as little as $25 each. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store to find out how much you'll save.
17-15 your score, Northwestern to serve. Here's the serve from Dieterding, received by Delgado. Far side set. Garcia on the attack. It's blocked. Northwestern, and a point for the Rangers that time as Norvell couldn't handle the block. And just like that, Northwestern has got it back to within 1.
Once again, it's that defense. You know, Northwestern is so strong up front. Raven Burns with back-to-back blocks, assisted with by Avery Osberg on that last one too, but that can really turn the momentum around.
Dieterding, here's the serve, received by Delgado. Sets. On the attack comes Norvell and just kind of threw that one as it lands just inside the end line. And that'll be a kill and a point for East Central.
Yeah, and it looked like it one Northwestern player. I couldn't really see who it was. It was just not in the right spot and not in the same space, not in the correct place that she needed to be.
18-16 Tigers. Tatia Garcia to serve for East Central. Here's the serve from Garcia. Received by Northwestern. Miller sets. Coming up on the attack is Honeycutt, and that's an attack error past the end line. Point for the Tigers. The Tigers extend the lead to 3. Northwestern had got it to within 1.
It's crazy how fast it can turn around.
It is. Tatia Garcia to serve for the Tigers. Here it is. Received by Dieterding. Now they set. Honeycutt on the attack. It's blocked back out of play on the near side. Point for Northwestern.
When you can just tell on that last play that we lost where Katie Honeycutt just kind of hit it towards literally the stands. Northwestern was just out of systems from the start. Straight off of Garcia's serve, it just didn't look like it was going to be a great setup.
Maggie Peterson to serve. Rangers trail by 2. Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Keep it alive on the attack is Abercrombie. Blocked back by Northwestern. Delgado keeps it alive, and then Abercrombie gets it over. And it's going to be a whistle and a point for Northwestern.
It came on the inside of the antenna is what it was. The line judge really called that one.
Well, that's the thing. I was waiting for him to call it, and then there was no whistle, and then finally we get to it. So 19-18, East Central leading by 1. Peterson to serve again. And that is in a service error right into the net from Peterson. Well, that's huge as the lead goes to 2. Northwestern back-to-back opportunities. After they got within 1, a chance to tie.
Yep, and once again, another service error. Like, probably the most we have seen in our time of calling volleyball. I have never seen so many service errors in one match by our team.
So Norvell to serve. Received by Dieterding. Miller keeps this one alive. And this one, Honeycutt just goes over with it. Here's the attack by Landry and lands in for a kill. Kimira Landry. It's 21-18 now. East Central leads by 3. Timeout by the Rangers. We'll take it with them. Here in the third set, Northwestern trails 21-18. It's Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
The Northwestern Bookstore is everything you need, whether you're a staff, student, or just your average Ranger fan. They offer everything from hats to t-shirts, polos, jackets, hoodies, and so many more Ranger clothing options. If you are a student, you can also purchase everything you need for the semester. You can also shop online and customize your order by visiting buyrangergear.com. So stop in and browse through our selection by visiting the Northwestern Bookstore located in the Student Center at Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
With COVID-19 contributing to more sickness and death across our nation, America's physicians have 3 simple steps you can take to stop the spread. First, wash your hands. Second, stay at least 6 feet from others. And third, mask up. At the American Medical Association, we know that following the science and evidence will protect you and your loved ones. With science, we will defeat COVID-19 together.
21-18 is your score. East Central leading Northwestern here in set number 3. Tigers 4 points away from taking their first set. Northwestern took the first 2 sets 25-17, 25-18. Norvell will serve for the Tigers. She's ready to go, tosses this high. Here's the serve. And that is a service error past the end line. That's huge. Northwestern will take the point, and now we'll have the serve.
Easy points. That's what you hope for.
So Avery Osberg back to serve for Northwestern. As we see, Courtney Russell has been entered back into the match as well. Here's the serve from Osberg and a service error for Osberg. That's back-to-back service errors for Northwestern.
Yeah, well, and her second one, too, for Avery. And she had, like I told you on Saturday, she was just killing the serves. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
Sydney Dungeon to serve. It's 22-19. Tigers 3 points away from taking their first set. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. A set on the attack. That time was Burns. East Central keeping alive. Garcia on the attack. Too hot to handle from Miller. And Garcia hit a bullet there. It's 23-19.
And you really start to wonder if that one had a lot of heat behind it. I really think it would have gone out if Sydney wouldn't have gotten a hand on it.
Yeah, may have. As that one was hit really hard by Garcia. As we see Tara Parks check in now for Dellinger. Dungeon to serve for East Central. Received by Miller, and it goes off of her hands and past the end line. That's a service ace for the Tigers, and it's set point.
Not something you see out of Sydney Miller very often. She usually does a great job taking those hard serves.
There's Dungeon to serve, set point. Here's the serve. Received by Dieterding. Osberg keeps it alive. Parks on the attack, and it's an attack error past the end line. And East Central will take set 3, 25-19. So East Central wins their first set. It's now 2-1 in favor of Northwestern. We'll take a timeout. Set 4 coming up next. As this is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company prides itself on supporting our customers. For over 100 years, we've been part of this community. We invite you to stop by and learn more about the qualities that we display, like community involvement and great customer service.
Call, stop by, or visit www.alvastatebank.com to open an account and let us show you what family banking is all about. We are big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ring in the new year with great specials from your friends at Holder Drug, your local pharmacy in Alva. Their soda fountain is still serving up some of your favorite foods and treats. Grab one of their famous sandwiches, the Jimmy Ray or the Mary Nail. New merchandise is also being stocked daily. Flu, pneumonia, and shingles shots are available at your convenience as well. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 5 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Troy Smith wants you to see a difference today at Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source. Dr. Smith offers a variety of services to patients of all ages, from your child's first eye exam to pre- and post-cataract and LASIK surgery appointments. Open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5:30, with appointments beginning at 7:30 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Alva Vision Clinic is here to serve you. Let them show you a difference in your vision. Stop by 504 College in Alva, or give them a call today at 580-327-2393.
Welcome back inside Personal Fieldhouse as set number 4 about to begin. Northwestern won set 1 25-17, took set 2 25-18. East Central comes back and wins their first set of the match 25-19 as we move to set 4 here in Alva. Again, opening match for Great American Conference for both of these two teams. First match of the season for East Central. Northwestern again 1-0 on the year after that win against Friends University last Saturday. So Sydney Dungeon will serve it to begin things here in set 4. Rangers with 4 service aces, 9 service errors, just 4 service errors for East Central. As here's the serve to open set 4, we're underway. And it's coming up on the attack is Honeycutt, and that is going to be a close to a point in the kill, as that will be as East Central again hits it a couple more times, just not able to really get it back in play.
Yeah, I mean, great hustle once again by ECU. They're doing a great job getting those balls that are just going out of commission, you know. So sometimes they get lucky, sometimes they don't.
Honeycutt with the serve, received by Garcia. Dungeon sets far side on the attack was Narcisse, and that is going to be a point for Northwestern. An attack error against East Central. It's now 2-0.
Way you want to start a match, set.
Honeycutt back to serve again. Tosses it so high as this one clips the net. Received by Delgado. Sets far side. Abercrombie on the attack. Dig by Honeycutt. That's actually off the hands of Honeycutt as it's a kill and a point for the Tigers.
Katie Honeycutt kind of has a serve like Bailey Turang. The one-arm toss, super high, but man, that thing's got a lot of backspin on it.
After tonight, Northwestern will be on the road to take on Oklahoma Baptist and Shawnee. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Oklahoma Baptist was picked first. As here's a service error into the net. That time from Taylor, a point for Northwestern. Oklahoma Baptist was picked first, Southwestern second, Northwestern and Southern Nazarene tied for third, and then East Central fifth, and Southeastern fifth, East Central sixth in the Western Division. Here's the serve from Miller, received by Delgado. Here's the set, Narcisse on the attack, and that is a kill. As Miller could not get a hand on that one, it's now 3-2.
Once again, a perfectly placed ball, perfectly placed kill. Split two defenders by Northwestern. It just happened that Sydney Miller was just to the left of the ball and just couldn't get a hand on it.
Alejandra Delgado to serve. Rangers lead at 3-2. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. Miller on the attack, Dieterding, and that is a kill and a point as it went off the hand that time of Narcisse on the near side. It's 4-2 Rangers.
And they'll take it, not the best hit by Kate Dieterding, but allow East Central to make that mess up and take that point.
Tara Parks now in. She will serve. It's 4-2 Rangers. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Now here's on the attack comes. That was Norvell. Just used the left hand, and Rangers couldn't get to that one. It's now 4-3.
Yeah, Osberg was just a little too far back trying to block that ball. Just kind of came down right in front of her.
Anne-Marie Dominic in for Narcisse as Dominic will serve. East Central 4. Northwestern 4, East Central 3. Here's the serve from Dominic. There's a play at the net. On the attack comes East Central. It kind of clips the net. Osberg sets for that time. Raven Burns on the attack. It's dug out by Delgado. Now on the attack was Garcia. Dig by Miller. Now coming up on the attack is Honeycutt. Just tips this one over. Delgado sets. Far side Garcia on the attack. Rangers now on the attack is Dieterding. Dig by Garcia. They go back to Garcia on the attack, and that's a kill and a point for East Central. And I'll give the Tigers some credit. Rangers had a couple runs at it, but they held on.
Yeah, definitely a back and forth kind of point right there, and both teams just working. It was just a matter of who could mess up, really.
Rangers 4, Tigers 4. Dominic with the serve. C by Northwestern.
Get it.
Miller has to hit this one over, and it will just stay in. As Dungeon sets far side, Garcia on the attack, and a kill as the Tigers take the lead 5-4 in set 4.
Yeah, not much luck happening over there for Raven and Avery. They're both in the right position. She's just getting it around them every time.
Dominic with the serve, received by Honeycutt. Dieterding on the attack, right to Taylor. Dungeon, Norvell on the attack, and attack error right into the net. Point for Northwestern. Rangers look like they're scrambling a bit sometimes too on these serves.
Yeah, definitely. They just don't seem like they've got it together. They're kind of out of system, really, is kind of the best way to put it.
Dieterding to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Delgado. Dungeon, far side. Garcia on the attack. Parks with the dig. Osberg sets. Far side. Honeycutt on the attack. Dig by Dominic. East Central on the attack is Garcia. Dig by Miller. Coming up on the attack is Honeycutt. Goes a deflection off the hands of Norvell past the inline. Point for the Rangers.
Man, Garcia is really just alive over there on that far line. Not the tallest person either, which is just mind-blowing to me. She's only 5'7", but man, she can really get up and get that ball.
Dieterding to serve again. Received by Delgado. Dungeon. Delgado just to go over with it. Dig by Miller. Osberg sets for Parks on the attack. Dig by Dominic. Norvell now on the attack.
Ooh.
Good hand by Honeycutt to keep it alive to Parks. Now Miller
Great
just
save.
to go over with it. Delgado. Far side. Garcia on the attack. It's blocked back out of play on the far side. And we're tied at 6. So Garcia will go back to serve. Tied at 6, set 4. As we see a substitution for East Central. Abercrombie checking back in. As we are ready to go. Here's the serve from Tatia Garcia. A service error into the net. Point for Northwestern.
A few of those this set already for East Central.
Again, came into set number 4 with just 4. They've got 6 now. Northwestern with 15 total team blocks coming into set 4. East Central with just 4. Maggie Peterson to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Garcia now on the attack.
Oh, wow.
As here's Burns trying to block it, and it was hit back over by East Central. And a good play from Norvell, and a point for the Tigers.
Northwestern did a great job keeping it alive. It was just that last hit. It's a free ball, you know, whenever it's right there right above the net as high as possible, you don't know who's going to go for it. And those ones are just the hardest ones.
Norvell to serve. We're tied at 7. Here's the received. Now Northwestern on the attack. That's Burns. Dig by Delgado. Far side set. Abercrombie on the attack, and it's a kill and a point for the Tigers. They lead at 8-7. So Norvell will go back to serve again. A little bit more energy and life from East Central here in set 4.
Probably because they get to stand by each other.
Yeah. Here's the serve from Norvell. Just clips the net. Parks had it. Now Carme Jones tips it over. East Central keeps this one alive. There's Osberg now hits it over. Now they'll set for Abercrombie. Parks got a hand on it. Dieterden keeps it alive. Osberg has to go over with it. As that was Landry. Now flipping this over. A good play that time from Dungeon. Kind of did the old Caitlin Robinson. Just flicked it over in right spot. And it's a kill and a point.
She saw that open spot. She saw that weak spot in Northwestern's defense and took advantage. I mean, sometimes it's just what it takes.
9-7, Tigers lead at set 4. Norvell to serve. Received by Dieterding. Now coming up on the attack is Honeycutt. It was blocked by East Central. As Dieterding has to go over with it. Now they set far side. Abercrombie tips it over, and it is in. No, my apologies. Out on the far sideline as Parks just let that one go. Point for Northwestern.
Now serving for the Rangers.
Well, that was big.
Yeah.
So you're looking at either 10-7. Now it's 9-8. Avery Osberg to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Dungeon near side. Landry on the attack, and it's blocked by Honeycutt at the net for a point for Northwestern.
Good. Stop the bleeding a little bit. You know, kind of get that energy to shift over to our side. Because right now it's really all in East Central's court.
And that seems to be where Northwestern's momentum plays come from, is when they're blocks at the net. As here's the serve from Osberg, and that time it's a service ace. It was both Dominic and Garcia both went for it. And the Rangers lead at 10-9. Rangers with 3 straight points to retake the lead in set 4. Osberg to serve. Received by Dominic. Now Landry on the attack. It's blocked again. That time Carme Jones and Honeycutt were there. They'll give it to Carme Jones. It's now 11-9.
Just feels like Northwestern should be up by so more after all these points, but I forget they were down starting at this serve.
Here's the serve from Osberg. East Central on the attack is Garcia. Too far past the end line. Point for Northwestern. And it's now 12-9. And I think East Central is going to take a timeout. They will. On the Community Bank scoreboard, Rangers lead at 12-9 over the Tigers here in set 4. This is Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7. Whether you're purchasing a new home, renovating your existing home, or using the equity in your home for other needs, the home loan products at Community Bank has you covered. Stop by 1729 College Boulevard right here in Alva or call 580-327-5500 today to visit with one of their home loan experts and let them help you get started with your home needs today. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Welcome back out of our timeout. Dustin Goodall alongside Olivia and Dale for Ranger Volleyball tonight. Here again, opening Great American Conference play. It's 12-9 in set 4. Northwestern on top of East Central. Here's the serve from Osberg. Garcia received it. Now they keep it alive. Abercrombie on the attack. It's blocked again at the net. East Central with the possession. Abercrombie again on the attack. Dig by Osberg. Northwestern sets. Honeycutt on the attack. Dig by Dominic. Keeping it alive is Dungeon on the attack was Abercrombie. It's blocked again by Carme Jones.
Just back-to-back-to-back-to-back blocks for Northwestern. And you can really tell that is kind of hurting ECU. You know, especially it's kind of got to hurt your pride getting your shot block or your kill blocked multiple times.
Yeah, especially by the same person. Carme Jones has been all over the place near the net. As Dungeon sets on the attack is Garcia, an attack error. That's another thing, too. Some of these attacks from East Central have been back, not even anywhere near the net.
Yeah, they're really taking advantage of that that back row attack is really kind of what they're doing, which, you know, they're able to do that.
14-9, Rangers on top. Here's the serve from Osberg, received by Garcia. Now they set again. Garcia on the attack. Dig by Dieterding. Sets for Honeycutt on the attack and a kill. That's a point for Northwestern. All of a sudden, the Rangers now have scored 8 straight, and they lead at 15-9.
I'm just really impressed with your math, to be honest. Your ability to just get this math going because...
Spit it out so quick.
Yeah, I'm like sitting here trying to figure it out.
Osberg with the serve as here comes the attack from Landry. It's a dig by Dieterding. They'll set far side on the attack for Russell. Nice play by Delgado to keep it alive. Abercrombie on attack. It's blocked again. East Central at the net. Landry tips it over. Miller sets far side. Russell on the attack and kill just inside the end line and a point for Northwestern.
And you can tell Courtney needed that. I think that's why maybe she subbed out as she was just getting a little frustrated with herself. She had been blocked a few times in that first set, and you know sometimes that's all you need is just that one kill.
16-9, Rangers on top. Here's the serve from Osberg, and just past the end line, a service error.
Man, she called that a little early.
16-10 the score. Rangers with a nice run with Osberg serving and regain that 6-point lead. As Sydney Dungeon will go back to serve for East Central.
And you can really tell East Central hurts whenever Garcia's not on the front row. When she's on the front row, she's on fire.
Osberg sets. Honeycutt on the attack. Dig by Delgado. Dungeon, far side. Abercrombie on the attack. Northwestern keeps it alive. Miller. Now Honeycutt on the attack. It's blocked back at Northwestern. And it's going to be a point for Rangers. East Central was into the net.
If not, that would have been a great save by Northwestern.
So Katie Honeycutt will go back to serve. Rangers 8 points away. Tosses it high. Here's the serve. Received by Delgado. Dungeon sets. Abercrombie right into the net for the attack error, and it's 18-10. Rangers rolling now in set 4 as they lead it by 8. Honeycutt with the serve. Received by Delgado. Dungeon. Abercrombie on the attack. Dig by Miller. Goes over. Dungeon again will set. Narcisse. And it's going to be a kill as that one kind of just went off the hand that time of Honeycutt past the end line.
I really think if she would have let that one go, it was flying out.
I think so, too. I've seen a few of those tonight.
I don't think her one finger was going to stop much of the power going behind that one.
18-11, Northwestern leading by 7. Shinell Taylor to serve for the Tigers.
Way back there.
Here's the serve. Received by Northwestern. Far side Russell. Jones just pops this one over the right hand. It's dug out by Delgado. Garcia on the attacks, deflected at the net. Miller keeps it alive. Osberg sets. Dieterding on the kill. And a point for Northwestern. As Dieterding hit a rocket that time as Taylor couldn't handle it. It's 19-11.
Wow. That one was, oh my God. You couldn't ask for more from Kate on that one. Holy cow.
19-11. Miller to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Garcia. Dungeon keeps it alive. Garcia on the attack is blocked straight down out of play on the far side. And that'll be a point for the Tigers.
Once again, you got Garcia on the front row. That's a really dangerous thing for Northwestern. She's a hard one to block.
19-12. Rangers lead it by 7 as Delgado goes back to serve. She'll serve on the far side. Here's the serve. Received by Honeycutt. Osberg sets for Raven Burns. It was blocked by the net back at Northwestern, and it's going to be too many hits. Actually, Too many hits that time for Northwestern. Point for the Tigers. (19-13). Northwestern leading by 6. As Delgado back to serve. Here's the serve. Received by Northwestern. Osberg sets. Near side to Dieterding, and East Central tries to keep it alive as it was hit by Dungeon and Delgado, but it's going to be a kill and a point for Northwestern. Well, that was just a tough play.
Yeah, for sure. Nice little belly slide for Delgado there at the end.
Parks back to serve. It's 20-13. Rangers 5 points away from closing out the match. Here's the serve. Received by Taylor. Pops it up high. Dungeon. Far side. Garcia on the attack. Blocked to the net. Parks keeps it alive. Osberg on the attack is Honeycutt. Dig by Taylor. Dungeon. Far side. Garcia on the attack. Dig by Northwestern. Now on the attack comes Dieterding. It's dug out by Taylor and will land on the far side out of play. And that'll be a point for Northwestern. And East Central wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. 21-13 your score on the Community Bank scoreboard here in set number 4. Rangers on top, 21-13. It's Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Pioneer Cellular will save you money on your family plan. Whether your definition of family means your immediate family or your extended family who lives with you. Hey, whoever you share a plan with. For example, you can get 3 lines with 20 gigabytes of data for just $90 per month. Add additional lines for as little as $25 each. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store to find out how much you'll save.
The Northwestern Bookstore is everything you need, whether you're a staff, student, or just your average Ranger fan. They offer everything from hats to t-shirts, polos, jackets, hoodies, and so many more Ranger clothing options. If you are a student, you can also purchase everything you need for the semester. You can also shop online and customize your order by visiting buyrangergear.com. So stop in and browse through our selection by visiting the Northwestern Bookstore located in the Student Center at Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
Tara Parks to serve. It's 21-13. Here's the serve received by Taylor. On the attack comes East Central, and it's a kill for Norvell as that was perfectly placed just inside the sideline. It's 21-14.
Yeah, just went right over one of Northwestern's defenders.
So East Central to serve. It'll be Anne-Marie Dominic. Here's the serve. Received by Miller. Osberg just flips this one over. Great play as it's in for a point for Osberg that time. Again, beat the defense. It's 22-14.
I've been waiting for that.
Seen her do it a couple of times tonight.
Sometimes that's just a mood crusher, you know?
It is.
Easy point.
Dieterding back to serve. Rangers 3 points away from closing the match out. Here's the serve. And it's a service error past the end line. Point for the Tigers.
Serving for the Tigers, number 16, Tati Garcia.
Some other volleyball in action tonight, I believe.
What, one other game? There's a few on Tuesday, if I read the schedule correctly.
Here's the serve received by Northwestern. Osberg sets. On the attack comes Raven Burns, and it's a kill and point for Northwestern. And the other teams in action tonight, Southwestern at Southern Nazarene.
Number 18, Maggie Peterson.
We'll get you an update on that one when we get to our post-game shows. It's 23-15. Rangers looking to close it out. Serve from Peterson. Received by East Central. Now they set. Norvell on the attack. Dig by Parks. Osberg keeps it alive. Now Northwestern goes over with it. Now Norvell on the attack and a kill. And a point for the Tigers. And right in the center court, it's 23-16.
She's a hard one to block by herself, and it was only Katie Honeycutt up there. I don't know if Northwestern was out of system or what was really going on, but she's not an easy one to block.
23-16, back to serve will be Norvell. Here's the serve. See by Northwestern. Play at the net, and it's a kill from Landry. As that one kind of almost was set perfectly from Northwestern to Landry. It's 23-17. As the Rangers, you'd like to just close this one out, not let the Tigers claw back into it. 23-17. Received by Dieterding. Osborne keeps it alive. Now Honeycutt on the attack, and it's attack error past the end line. 23-18 now the score. Norvell will serve again. Here's the serve from Norvell. Received by Northwestern. Osberg sets for Burns that time. Or excuse me, that was Carme Jones who jumped a little too early. And the ball lands on Northwestern's side, a point for the Tigers.
Slowly, but surely they are making their way back into it.
23-19 now. Here's the serve. Clips the net, received by Parks. Osberg sets far side. Carme Jones on the attack, blocked at the net. Northwestern with the possession. They'll set again. Honeycutt on the attack, and it's going to be an attack error past the end line. I believe that was from Dieterding, and it's 23-20. That was very close.
Man, I don't know about that one. I know the line judges have a hard job, but dang.
23-20. Here's the serve from Norvell. Received by Dieterding. Osberg sets. Honeycutt on the attack, and there's a kill from Honeycutt, and it's 24-20. Now it's match point.
Serving set point, number 10, Avery Osberg.
So match point, Avery Osberg to serve. Rangers looking to close this one out, move to 2-0 in the season, 1-0 in conference play. Here's the serve from Osberg. Received by East Central. They'll set far side. Abercrombie on the attack. As Miller keeps it alive. Honeycutt on the attack. Abercrombie with the dig. Delgado, now Abercrombie with the attack and a kill as it kind of goes just right off the right arm of Carme Jones. And it's a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, Northwestern was really anticipating for a harder spike, I think, and I really just think there was a lot of timing error for both of our defenders between Carme and Avery.
24-21. Rangers by 3 as that's Dungeon to serve. Received by Dieterding. Osberg. Now on the attack is Russell. Dig by Delgado. Sets far side Abercrombie on the attack. Dig by Northwestern. Now they'll set again. Honeycutt on the attack, and there's the kill. And that match point belongs to the Rangers as they win it 25-21. So the Rangers tried to let the Tigers in it back a little bit here in set number 4, but they close it out 25-21 as the Rangers win it 25-17, 25-18. East Central wins set 3, 25-19. Rangers come back and win it set 4, 25-21. Rangers with an opening win in conference play over East Central. They win it 3-1 as they move to 2-0 in the season, 1-0 in conference play. We'll take a timeout, come back as we'll have Northwestern head volleyball coach Fred Aubuchon joining us here in the postgame right after this. It's Ranger Volleyball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
With COVID-19 contributing to more sickness and death across our nation, America's physicians have 3 simple steps you can take to stop the spread. First, wash your hands. Second, stay at least 6 feet from others. And third, mask up. At the American Medical Association, we know that following the science and evidence will protect you and your loved ones. With science, we will defeat COVID-19 together.
Welcome back here inside Purcell Fieldhouse as we're in our post-game show. Northwestern wins it 3-1 over East Central. We're joined by Northwestern head coach Fred Aubuchon. Coach, first off, I want to congratulate you on the victory on Saturday. I know I wasn't here to be a part of that. And I know, obviously, a big win tonight for you guys. You start opening play with a win against East Central.
Well, I'm going to first start with the fact that we absolutely missed you guys on Saturday. We would have loved to have had you here. But yeah, it was a good first game for us against Friends University. Martin Ian did a nice job with his team, and they're just starting off too this semester, so or this season, I guess you'd call it. It was a nice victory for us. Didn't know what to expect tonight. East Central. Cherie's the new coach. I've known her for a while. Good person, really good person. She works her teams hard, big disciplinarian. I knew they'd be prepared to play, but this was their first game, and they kind of looked like it in the first set. We didn't have any problems in that first set, and then they woke up and realized how to play, and wow, they're pretty good.
You know, one thing I want to ask you before we get kind of into tonight, what's it been like for you guys this offseason? I know it's been probably a little bit tough, typically playing in the fall and trying to get here at playing in the spring, and I'm sure you're excited, your players are excited just to be back playing on the court.
Well, you know, my PC answer is we're all winners because we got to play today.
That's right.
That's the safe answer. The more reality of it is this is brutal. It's been absolutely brutal. You know, if we were starting the season off right now, we'd be playing in tournaments. I'd get a lot of my kids some playing time. I could see who can do what. So instead, all of our younger players, our transfers, they got to play all semester with, the team intermix. We pretty much kept balanced all the time. And now we almost have to tell those freshmen, sorry, go back to the back of the class again because it's now the veterans' time to play. So as great as it's been to get the time to work with all the girls, it was just teasing for too much. And, when you have a roster of 18, 19, 20 kids and you want to get them playing time and you're only playing one match a week, there is no way to get people playing time. There's just not. So it's brutal. But, again, I'll go back to my first PC answer. We're playing. Everybody's a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I'm excited to get to watch you guys play as well. You've mixed in some new pieces. I know Jennifer Eubanks, Kiana Clark no longer with the team. It looks like you've done a good job of we talked about it, reloading to replace them for this team this year, and it kind of showed out in the first two games.
Yeah, we've got some really good talent, and I think the biggest hidden secret is Avery Osberg.
Yeah.
She sat the bench last year, and now she's had back-to-back 32 assist matches, running a 5-1 most of the time. We ran a little bit of a 6-2 on Saturday, which we will at times. We've got, Abby and Morgan are good setters, and they can help us out, and I've got other good players, but Avery is doing so good running this offense, and, she just, as a junior, had to sit the bench all year last year and watch what to do, and she's a true student of the game, and right now she's making our team go. She'll make a few mistakes out there, and she looks at me like, I know better than that. Like, I was just stupid. And it's like, I don't have to do a lot of coaching with Avery. She really has it down. But when you have players like Sydney Miller and Kate and Katie to be your nucleus of what can be done out there, it's nice to see other young players like Carme Jones and Courtney Russell and Tara Parks get serious playing time and do great for us out there. And then, of course, Raven Burns was a huge monster for us tonight. She was fantastic.
Yeah, that was one thing I was telling Dustin at the beginning of the game was just being able to watch, Friends, obviously, you got to play a lot of those younger players, so it was really nice to see some of them, but being able to see Courtney Russell come out here with confidence. I feel like last year, the handful of times she did come in, she was really timid, and, being a freshman, you're playing at a D2 level, it's got to be a little nerve-wracking, but she comes out, she plays with a lot of confidence. Tara Parks, I was telling Dustin, I'm like, wow, she just looks like a completely different player from last year. She's a very sound and very technical player, you can definitely tell, but just being able to see her to come out here and swing for the fences, and she really does a great job for you guys.
She does. Tara, I can describe her in one word, winner.
Yeah.
You put her on the court, and you just have the essence of you're going to win. It's that feeling because her presence, like you said, on the court is different now.
Yeah.
Her confidence is very high, and she's extremely skilled. And she just happens to be playing the same position and are in practices that Katie and Kate play, which they're fantastic.
Right.
And so Tara is just biding her time, and as much as she loves Kate Dieterding, she's ready for her to leave so she can take over on the outside.
Well, it's helpful that she's a redshirt sophomore, so you
Yes.
do have a few more years with her, which is really helpful.
Yeah, we're trying to keep Tara Parks on the 10-year plan, so, doctor.
Yeah.
I know you get a lot of kills tonight from Katie Honeycutt. She goes for 17, Dieterding with 12, but one thing Liv and I talked about, it seems like you can spread it out a little bit more. You've got enough players who can still pick up, anywhere between 4, 5, 6 kills on this team. It's not just one or two players.
That is definitely a work in progress. Right now we are built around Kate and Katie. We truly are. But tonight it was great to see our middles get more involved. Courtney Russell had a bit of a tough time out there, but we trust Courtney.
Yeah.
We definitely trust Courtney. And our back row attacking, we trust that a lot too. But, to this point, this early in the season, it's the Kate and Katie show. That's just what it's going to be until we can continue to build that confidence in our entire team. And, what the middles did tonight offensively was very, very solid, but defensively, incredible.
Yeah, that's what we just, over and over again, we're like, that is really just kind of the epitome of Northwestern's volleyball team is their defense and their blocks. And we talked about this last year, bringing Coach Cunningham on, and has really helped you guys tremendously on the blocking side as we have kind of grown. This is our fourth season doing this, I think. Yeah. And just being able to be like, wow, another block, back to back every single time. Like you said, you can be great offensively, but if you've got a great defense in front of you, you're not going to get those points.
Yeah, and that's, tonight we hit 167 with 42 kills. I think that's a little lower than I would like to see us hit as a team.
We've mentioned that,
but just too many unforced errors. That gives you that negative, hitting efficiency, so to speak. I think if we can decrease our unforced errors, if we can improve our serve receive, I like what this team is doing. Everything else, we couldn't be happier. Just unforced errors and serve receive have got to get a little better.
Yeah, for sure.
Coach, I know you turn your attention now to a team who was voted number one in the preseason polls, Oklahoma Baptist, on Tuesday. What can you expect from the Bison on Shawnee on Tuesday night?
Oh, they're a great team. I think it's going to be a great test for us. Playing them the third game of the season, that's a little unusual. In a real season, we'd be playing them about the 13th game of the season, not the third, but bring it. We're ready to play, and all we care about right now is a chance to play. Win or lose, yeah, that's, of course, for the fans in a sense right now. Right now, if we play, we feel like we're winners.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time to join us here in the post game. Again, congratulations on the victory tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday here in Purcell Fieldhouse against Southeastern.
Liv, Dustin, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it, Coach. Again, thank Northwestern head coach Fred Aubuchon for joining us here on the post game. We're going to take another quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap it up after this. It's Ranger Volleyball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating